Hello everyone, welcome to the network theory lecture series. In the last lecture, we have studied about the mesh analysis and the super mesh analysis. In this lecture today, we will discuss about the nodal analysis and the super node analysis. So nodal analysis means what? Where you have to find out the nodes, how many nodes are available into the circuit, that you have to find out, and you have to apply the super node when there will be a voltage source or current source in between the two branches. So that time we have to apply the super node analysis. We will see the problem and we will find out the nodal analysis and the super node analysis. So in the nodal analysis we will find out the first we will take a problem. So I will take one problem on this. So this is circuit given in this book. So this is the current source and this is the resistance is available. This resistance is available here. Next, this resistance is available here of 2 ohm, and next is this resistance and this current source. Current source is available like this. So this circuit is having the two current sources like 2 ampere and 1 ampere. So 1 ampere available here and the 2 ampere available here. So two current sources, and there is a 1 ohm resistance, and next is 2 ohm resistance and 1 ohm resistance, and here is a 2 ohm resistance. So now if we want to find out the nodal analysis, so we have first of all we have to find out the how many nodes are available into the circuit. So how many nodes are available into the circuit? If we have two nodes available in this circuit, so which are those? I will give you by the different color. So this is the first node, this one is the first node, and this one is the second node. So two nodes are available in this circuit. So we have to apply these two nodes into the circuit. So these I will write here number 1 node and number 2 node. So 1 and 2 nodes are available. Now we have to apply the nodal analysis for this circuit. For node 1, apply. Now which formula we have to apply here into this problem? What do you think, KCL or KVL? Put your answer into the comment box. What do you think? I am giving 10 seconds. So KCL or KVL, what we have to use here? Okay, so in this circuit, in the nodal analysis, we have to apply the KCL, Kirchhoff's current law. What is the KCL? Incoming current at the particular node, incoming current is equal to outgoing currents. So now here in the node 1, we have to find out the how many incoming currents are there at the node and outgoing currents are there, and the node 2 we have to find out how many incoming and outgoing currents are available. So we will find out. So apply KCL at node 1. Apply KCL at node 1. So when you are applying the KCL at node 1, incoming current is 1 ampere is equal to outgoing current. Now we have to think that this is outgoing current flowing from this current flowing from 2 ohm resistance also outgoing from the node 1. Okay, so 1 ampere is equal to, now I will say this is a V1 and this is V2. Two voltages are available, V1 and V2, and we have to find out this current which is going through this resistance. What will be the current then? V is equal to IR. Okay, so V is equal to IR means I1. Suppose this current is, we can say suppose this is I1. Okay, I1 current is flowing, and from this 2 ohm resistor there is a I2 current is flowing. Okay, now that V1 is equal to I1 into R, that is 2 ohm resistance. Means I1, how to calculate? Otherwise I will first of all calculate I1 is equal to V1 divided by R. That is simple Ohm's law. What is R here? 2 ohm resistance. V1 is equal to 2 ohm. So I1, if you are calculating, I1 is equal to V1 by 2. Okay, and I2 you have to calculate. How to calculate I2? I2 is equal to this V1 minus V2 divided by 2. Now we are thinking that this is higher potential and this is lower potential. So current flow from higher potential to lower potential. That's why V1 minus V2 divided by 2. So that is I2. So that is the way you have to calculate I2. So apply that KCL at this node 1. When you are applying KCL at node 1, that will be a 1 ampere current is equal to I1 plus I2. We will put these values. So I1 is equal to V1 by 2 and I2 is equal to V1 minus V2 divided by 2. Okay. So equation is 2V1 minus V2 is equal to 2. That is equation number, you can say, 1. Now we have to apply KCL at node 2. Apply KCL at node 2. Okay, we have to apply KCL at node 2. So when you are applying the KCL at node 2, that is incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So incoming current is 2 ampere is equal to, now we have to think that about the V2. Now our incoming current or outgoing current, about what we are thinking that this is at a higher potential and this is at a lower potential, means current is flowing away. Now we have to think that current is going out of the your node, means it will be V2 divided by 1 plus V2 minus V1 divided by 2. Okay, so that is the way you have to calculate, apply KCL at node 2. So equation will be that 3V2 minus V1 is equal to 4. So equation number 2. So that is equation number 2 is available. That equation is given. Now what we have to find out, now from this equation 1 and 2 you can easily find out V1 and V2. So what is that V1? How to calculate V1? You just calculate. I am giving you 30 seconds. So calculate, just put the values inside the calculator and you will find out. You take the time, you take the 1 minute I take. Okay. So equation is 3V2 minus V1, that is a plus 3V2. Okay, plus 3V2 minus V1 is equal to 4 and 2V1 minus V2 is equal to 2. So that is equation number 1 and 2, and you have to equalize these circuits and we have to find out V1 and V2. Okay, now V1 and V2's are that we have calculated is V1 is equal to 2 volt and V2 is equal to 2 volt. Both are same. So V1 is equal to 2 volts and V2 is equal to 2 volt that we have calculated. Now that is the first example. Now I am giving you for the homework that you have to solve for the homework purpose. So example, the circuit they are given, that resistance, voltage, there is a resistance again, okay, this resistance, there is a voltage source, DC voltage source, 18 volt, 3 ohm, 1 by 3 ampere, 15 ohm, 5 ohm. There is a resistance they are given, 10 ohm, 2 ohm and 10 volt. So now we have to find out first how many nodes are available in this circuit. So how many volts nodes are available? So there is a, if there will be a any component is available between two branches, then there will be a one node is available. Okay, so suppose here this is the resistance and this is the resistance, between that there should be a one node, so there is a one node is available. So between this point and this point there is a no any resistance, so you can conclude that there is a single node is available at this point. So so only two nodes are available, 1 and 2. Okay, so there we can call this as a V1 again and V2, and you get to calculate incoming current and outgoing current, and you will find out easily that how many, because two unknowns are there only, V1 and V2, so you can easily find out the voltages V1 and V2. Now I will use this next, that is super node analysis. Now where we have to use super node analysis in the mesh analysis also we have seen that super mesh analysis is there. Now if there will be a, in between two nodes there will be any current source is available or voltage source is available, that time you have to use super node analysis. So I will give you one problem. On that problem we have to see that how to apply the super node analysis for that circuit. So I am using one problem. Six ampere, there will be a resistance, there will be again resistance, there will be a voltage source will be available, two ohm minus plus, that is 5Ix, and Ix is from this resistance 5 ohm, six ohm resistance, six ampere current. Next is 10 ohm resistance, plus minus V1 plus minus V2, 20 ohm plus minus V3, 15 ohm, and here is the V4. 40 volt. So this is the circuit they are given, and we have to find out voltages in the circuit, different voltages, nodal voltage we have to find out. Now there is a, how many nodes are there? There are 4 nodes are available. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 nodes are available in this circuit, and then between 2 and 3 there is a voltage source. That is called as a super node analysis. So super node analysis, having between 2 nodes there is a one dependent source. So that's why it is super node analysis. Now from the figure we can directly write V4 is equal to, so voltage V4, this is V4, next is V3, that is V2 and V1, that we have to find out. So V4 directly you can calculate V4, that voltage available at this is 40 volt. So this voltage is 40 volt. Next V3 is equal to, now we have to nodes 2 and 3 form a super node. So between 2 and 3 there is a super node. Now we have to apply super node analysis at this point. So V3 is equal to 5Ix, that is voltage, at this point, plus V2. So V2 plus this voltage at this 1. So 5Ix plus V2. So how this equation came, that V3 means this potential is higher, that is plus potential, and negative, this is lower potential. That's why instead of this I will write V3 minus V2. What is this value of voltage? That is 5Ix. So V3 is equal to 5Ix plus V2. Okay, that is the value of V3. So now we have to find out value of Ix. How to calculate value of Ix? That is V2 minus V1 divided by 5. So Ix is V2 minus V1 divided by 5 plus V2. So from that equation we can write 2V2 minus V1 V3. V3 is equal to, apply KCL at node 1. Now apply KCL at node 1. So when you apply KCL at node 1, so incoming current is equal to outgoing current. Now we have to think about the only outgoing current, because there is no incoming current. So all outgoing currents should be positive. So 6 ampere plus V1 by 10 plus V1 minus V2, that divide V2 divided by 5 plus V1 minus V4 divided by 6 is equal to 0. Now what we have to do is to calculate the equation, this simplify this equation. So 6 plus V1 by 10 plus V1 minus V2 divided by 5 plus V1 minus 40 divided by 6 is equal to 0. I am putting this 40 because we have calculated V4 is equal to 40. V4 is equal to 40 volt. Now if you simplify this, it will be a 7 by 15 V1 minus 1 by 5 V2 is equal to 2 by 3. Okay. So apply KCL for the super node. Apply KCL at super node. Means at this point 2 and 3 we have to apply the super node. V2 minus V1 divided by 5. Next is V2 divided by 20 plus V3 by 15 plus V3 minus V4 divided by 2. V3 minus V4 divided by 2 is equal to 0. So if you simplify this and putting the V4 is equal to 40, then you can directly write minus 23 by 30 V1 plus 83 divided by 60 V2 is equal to 20. So this is the way you can solve this equation. Now we got the two equations and two unknowns. Equation number 2 and equation number 1 is available at this point. So simplifying 1 and 2, directly put the values inside the calc. You will find out that V1 is equal to 10 volt and V2 is equal to 20 volt. So V1 and V2 you will get it, and V3, how to calculate V3? V3 can be calculated by 2V1 minus 2V2 minus V1. So that is V3 calculation. So that is 30 volt. So V3 we have got. So like that you have to solve these problems on the nodal analysis. I have explained today nodal analysis and the super node analysis. In the next lecture we will start with superposition theorem. I have given you one problem. Just solve that problem and give my answers through the WhatsApp number. So we'll meet into the next lecture. Thank you.